how to use the multi-effects PHAT FX plugin in Logic Pro X and when to use it. I like to use it on my lo-fi, and I like to use it to automate a few things that are hard to achieve without getting an SP404 or other things, or having a lot of automation in here, which I encourage as well. It's basically a multi-effects unit that you can apply a lot of things to at once instead of having to individually apply all these. So one thing I like to do right away is go into my downsampler, or go into my distortion, and choose downsampler and bring it up my soft saturation a bit. Now, secondly, for my LFO, the first one anyway, I like to cut my highs and bring them back. In lo-fi, that tends to happen a lot, and to replicate the SP404 feel a bit, we can either go to random glide or random hold. I'll go to random hold at the rate of 1 bar, so every 1 bar, it's going to do a little bit more of a high cut, or other way, depending on how deep I tell it to go. I'm going to say 30-40%, let's say. So up to 40%, it's going to cut, change every bar we go to, and it gives a nice aesthetic to lo-fi sounds. The second LFO, I'm going to assign it as a sine wave. So it's just going to do this, and my target this time is going to be the distortion downsampler. Whereas over here, if I didn't mention that the first time, bandpass high cutoff is what we're applying this first one to, which is that right there. Now, depending on what it is I'm applying this to, in this instance, it is to the master channel. I should have pointed that out right away. And if I put it on, you'll notice my voice is already being altered and changed, and that's what's going to be happening to the whole beat. So I can keep messing with this. I can automate stuff if I want. We're going to start with it off, and then I'll turn it on at bar number 5. Let's go. I'll increase the depth. And we can automate all this too. So if you want the rates to change a little bit or your depth to change throughout the song, all this can be automated as well. But that is a good example of how to use and why to use the multi-effects PHAT FX unit in Logic Pro X.